I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
We can even get a bigger venue. People in Vegas want us back. Wisconsin is a Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio.
Boxing Voice.
I hear you talking, I might have to pull his card. You walk it like you talk it, I'ma walk out like a star. Let's get it pop, let's get it pop. The girl start when I make my ring walk. Leaving wild broke jaw for that bro. Cheap talk, cheap talk. My footwork, sweet pea, bud crawl. Left hook like Sugar Ray Robs. I'm a problem, can't solve. I see her watching, shorty Japanese, and she calling me a monster. She wait, tell me they had these in Wisconsin. I came two-tone, now we got the yams calling. We at border wars with the vibes and the drama. He trolling online, but he don't really want a problem. Say chant, we about the same weight, meet me halfway, chant. Border wars.
Come out and play.
TVV getting bigger and we taking shit on tour. Border wars. Then we sang shit. USA Boxing got the whole team. What a night, I got the whole crowd rave. Second round stop like my name, Tip Bayless. I'm a big dog, I ain't never been Bayless. Big Wolf, shout out Lobo, this dangerous. Let's switch the lines, betting show gold brazen. Main event brazen, undercard way. I'ma fly in and I might rent me a Mercedes. Ringside seats like this was Loma versus Haynes. It's the Boxing Voice, the commentary going crazy. That's word the king, born to power chat, never lazy. If you ain't showing love, then you a mug, they hate it.
Even in an amateur fight, commentary, live interviews, pre and post fight.
Say chant, we about the same weight, meet me halfway, chant. Border wars. TBV getting bigger and we taking shit on tour. Border wars.
Send that fucking beat.
What up, Ness?
Let Mozzie step on.
Told you I got you.
Boxing Voice.
What up? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio, bringing to you live another Unguarded episode. This time we're going to be sitting down with William, a.k.a. Maestro, and getting to know a little bit more about our Border Wars heavyweight. So if this is something you're interested in, you know what to do. Go ahead and share the show so that we can get more people tuned in, knowing about our amateur events, USA Boxing sanctioned amateur events. So if you have your amateur book, feel free to contact us on Instagram at The Boxing Voice to discuss a potential fight and getting lined up, because only here on The Boxing Voice do you get your own one-on-one unguarded interview so that the world could get to know you a little better, plus have your fight live commentated by TBV as well as streamed right here on The Boxing Voice. So once again, don't forget to share the show so that more people know we are live. Without further ado, let me bring in Maestro. Maestro, what's going on, brother? How are you?
Hey, what's up, Ness? How you doing?
I'm good, man. So first and foremost, obviously, man, thank you for signing up to Border Wars and participating, putting your skills on display, and taking out the time, man, to give us a couple of minutes to get to know a little bit about you and put that out to our audience so they could, begin to follow your amateur career. So I guess first things first is, how do we pronounce that first name properly? Excuse me, last name properly.
Oh, it's Pefok. P-E-F-O-K, Pefok.
Pefok. Okay.
Yeah.
William Pefok. So, what got you into boxing, man? William, aka Maestro. We're gonna go with Maestro. That's the ring name.
Yeah, they call me Maestro. Yeah, actually. So yeah, that's cool.
So, how'd you
But
get
yeah,
into boxing?
uh, so I played college football. I played a few years. I got injured, and I was just watching. I started watching the Tyson Fury, the Deontay Wilder trilogy, and from there, I was like, shoot, I feel like I can do this at heavyweight. I was seeing how they was moving. I was like, hey, I can do this. In about 3 years, 3 years ago, I joined the gym and I started training, and I'm here. I'm a boxing head now.
So, what gym did you join, and how was that first day walking in there?
So I originally, wanted to do MMA. Actually, still am pursuing MMA as well. So I joined the MMA gym, but the boxing coach was actually from Baltimore. So I started messing with him, and I started to sticking more to boxing than the other martial art, and yeah, just started boxing from there.
Now, what was it about the sport that I guess drew you in and kept you there?
Actually, what happened was it was sparring. I remember when I first joined the MMA gym, I was doing a lot of kickboxing, Muay Thai, and then one day I sparred a boxer, and he cracked me with a right hand, and it was just different. And I was like, hold on, I might have to just box, you know. So ever since then, I was like, yeah, for me, the delivery system of boxing is more lethal than any other martial art. So from there, I just started, boxing and focusing more on that.
For sure. So, obviously, you said you played football, right?
Yeah, I played football. I played a few
What
years.
would you say are some of the differences in getting ready for a big football game and getting ready for a big what was that? Your Golden Gloves that you submitted footage of, or is that a normal amateur fight?
That was just another match I had
All
two
right.
weeks
So,
ago.
what would be the difference in getting ready for a football game versus getting ready for that amateur fight that you gave us the footage to?
I mean, simply you in that ring by yourself. You're not dependent on no one else. I used to play O line and D line. So you play on the line. We rushing with people. We protecting with people with other teammates. But with boxing, you in that ring by yourself, and you can't call on no one. So it's a complete difference for sure.
So, when like have you decided in your mind like, yeah, I'm more built for one-on-one combat versus team sports, or do you still enjoy team sports just as much, or has the love for boxing and being able to put that on your own shoulders, like if you lose, it's your fault, it's not your receiver's fault or your running back's fault, it's your fault.
Now, yeah, that's what I definitely like about boxing. Now, even apart from that, even just getting better, boxing you can work on that every day of the week. With football, you got spring camp, so the coaches you can't really show your abilities until fall. So in between all that time is a lot of anything can happen. But with boxing, I can work on stuff every day, come back in the gym, work on something else, and just improve daily. So I feel like it's just a better rate of return on even your skill and just learning.
So how'd you even get hip to the Boxing Voices Border Wars?
I've been watching the show for about a year. Um, just watching the show. The show actually helps me just learn more about boxing, just more about the boxing world. And I seen those the last Border Wars. I watched that. I was like, okay, I'm trying to get on that. I seen there was no heavyweights. I mean, I think I tried to actually get a fight, but I didn't get a fight. But yeah, I'm trying again. Been kind of hard for me to get fights, even out here, even just as an amateur. I don't know because of my size or how I look, ex-football player. But so I just took the opportunity. 'Cause I'm just trying to I'm just trying to fight. Like I tell people, win, lose, or draw. I don't got nothing invested in boxing. I don't care. I'll fight.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, we certainly got a matchup lined up for you next. That'll be a big name community fight. He started a new business. That's Sean Mission Impossible. So he started like a barbecue restaurant in Texas. He certainly put on some weight, but he's been watching your videos and saying that you look, like food. Essentially, he said I think you were watching. He said you were like not experienced enough or something like that. Now he does have maybe 4, maybe 5 amateur fights. I want to say 3 amateur fights and 3 Border Wars fights.
but
So it's not like he has a plethora of experience.
I got 3 amateur fights too. Like what is he pro? Like what?
Nah, he's not pro yet.
I ain't worried. Listen, I fought dudes with 8 fights before. I sparred pro MMA guys, pro boxers. So like I'm not worried about none of that. It's different when you get in the ring with me. It's gonna be different for sure.
So how was it getting in there with your first pro? You don't need to tell me the name, but like did you know he was a pro? Did you find out after the sparring? Did you know before? And what was those nerves like?
No, so I fight it's in our gyms. It's mostly MMA gym. So we have a guy. He used to train with Jared Hurd, and he's a MMA guy, but he did a lot of boxing. So yeah, I spar with him a lot. He shows me a lot of stuff. It's kind of hard for me to find actually like real heavyweight work. I've got a few heavyweights I work with, but like I said, I'm just trying to like part of me trying to do this Border Wars fight is to just put my name out there and try to find some more work. To be honest,
For sure.
So yeah.
Would you be willing to travel for that, or you staying local and do you drive for sparring?
Now I'm willing to travel. I'm willing to travel. I'm willing to fly to Wisconsin. I'm flying out from Baltimore, so I just want to fight while I can, while I got the ability to.
Do you think that this is something you might consider like for as a professional, or right now you're just seeing where it takes you?
Yeah, I mean, I would. I aspire to go pro. I even feel like my style, that the way I fight and the way I'm taught is more suited for pro. The amateur style is kind of the round short. Dudes try to get the quick flurries on you, try to score. But yeah, I'm definitely trying to see if I can go pro. Especially with heavyweights being older. Like, I'm 29 right now, and I feel good. I haven't taken a lot of punishment. I haven't been boxing since 6, so I feel fresh. So yeah, definitely we'll see what happens in the future.
Anybody, I guess, what does your people say? Because obviously you're flying all the way out to Wisconsin for an amateur fight.
Well, my family.
Yeah, I mean family, maybe your girlfriend.
My wife she's pretty supportive of me. My parents, they don't understand why all of a sudden I'm picking up boxing. But I mean, my family don't understand. But like I said, it's not for them to understand. It's what I do at this point.
For sure. So what do you do for a living?
I actually do cybersecurity.
Oh
I work
wow,
for,
okay.
yeah.
What does that mean? Cybersecurity. That sounds like it's pinpoint, but it could be vague. I feel like.
Yeah, I just do just protecting our company's website, make sure it doesn't get hacked, that type of stuff. Just IT support, cybersecurity. I work remote from home, which helps me. I'm able to train every day. Sometimes I take my laptop to the gym. Like I can fly out and like I said, I can drive. I can go anywhere and train and spar as long as I got my laptop on me.
That's dope. Does your wife is she from home too or no?
Yeah, she works from home too. She's a
Oh,
cybersecurity.
you're lucky.
Yeah.
You're lucky because that would put a stress, a strain on the relationship. You always home. Then when she gets home, she want to relax. But that's good. That's how I got it with my wife. We both luckily work from home or remote, however you want to call it. So I got a couple of questions here from the community, and we'll get you up out of here. But this is your Unguarded, man. Anything you think the community needs to know about your newfound boxing journey? Something you feel like you want to share with them?
Nah, I mean nothing from no. I got some questions. I mean from my op. I mean I haven't heard nothing from him. I haven't seen I can't even find his social media. I just messaged him on the Conquer app. I'm sending all this footage. I'm trying to send me something.
He from out there. That's what it is, man. If you from the community, then we can communicate with you. But he's from out there. He just signed up via Conquer. That's the unfortunate part. If you get out of this one, at least you'll have Sean. He's definitely a person that'll call in and submits. There's plenty of footage of him out there. But I reached out through the app too, man. I got nothing back from them.
See, that's the thing. I want to fight, but I got to make sure he's going to fight. Like I haven't heard nothing from him. I'm flying from Baltimore, man. I'm not trying to waste my time. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's the only thing I'm worried about. Is like where is he at? You know what I mean? I ain't trying to get ghosted.
Yeah, man. No, that's something that's out of everybody's control, right? That's how the amateurs are. People sign up and then won't show up. So I understand the anxiety when it comes to that.
Yeah,
first question here is, okay, seems like you already seen this one. It's not a question, it's a statement, so you laughed at it. But Mr. Bomb Pop says, carrying too much muscle. He's going to gas out in the 3rd round. I'm sure you've heard this before.
I hear that all the time. Like, I don't know. People look at me and think I'm a bodybuilder. First off, I'm just big. I'm African. First off, like this is
Genetics.
how
It's genetics.
I don't even lift weights. I just train. So I don't even do bicep curls. Like if you want muscles, go to the gym. Like you can get muscles too. Like people say it all the time. But when that jab hits you in the face, you ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I mean? So, hey.
Yeah, and I watched your fight a couple times, man. You got good movement. You know, like you said, those muscles got to be natural because you don't look like, you know, you're moving with muscles, right? You know, like AJ's a little stiff. We got Quest from VA. He says, what's up? Blind rank these boxing drills you like to do. So it's 1 through 5, 1 being the best, and 5 being the least. Heavy bag.
Oh, one for sure.
Oh, that sparring.
Shit. Sparring, I say 3.
Tire sparring.
Tired sparring.
That's when tire. When you got 1 foot in the tire, he got 1 foot in the tire. Y'all can't move. Y'all just is in there. It's tight. Y'all don't do that in the gym?
Sparring, but we do straight inside work sparring. That's kind of tough. I like that too. I like all aspects of training, so it's tough for me. I like to train. I train every day, so I don't know.
Running and jogging. What number?
Oh, I don't run much. I do mostly air down and I just spar more rounds. So running, yeah, I say 5.
And pad work.
Pad work. I like pad work closer to the fight. I don't know where to rank it, but I say 4. So more closer to the fight just to get myself accustomed to certain looks.
We got Q2CB. What? Who you got in the Canelo Bud?
I got Bud.
No reason why?
I just feel like people say that Crawford hasn't fought anyone elite, but Canelo hasn't fought anyone like Crawford, and styles make fights. So we're gonna see on that day. But like I said, I feel like Crawford got every tool to win the boxing match. He's gonna make sure he win the boxing match. So I got Crawford.
I got. Yo, that's funny. You just be talking about Crawford. I see a Bo Max text. He said, "Yo, co-host always talking shit." Tone gonna get me beat up in these streets, man. Tone gonna get me beat up. I'm trying to tell y'all. Tim Hoodie says, no. Frank Moore says, who is your top 3 boxers to watch right now?
To watch right now? I don't know. I got guys I like to watch. I like the older guys. Especially at heavyweight, I don't like a lot of the new guys, to be honest. But I'd say I like Caballero.
Okay.
I like how he goes to the body. I like Caballero.
You gonna be watching the heavyweight fight tonight?
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. Hopefully Wilder got the KO. The dude he fighting look.
Oh yeah, that one is tonight too. Holy shit.
And what's going? You got what's his name? The big yo and Ricardo Brown.
Yeah, that's the one I'm interested in.
Yeah, I bet under 4.5 rounds for that. I feel like going, so they going to bed for that. But yeah, like heavyweights nowadays, I ain't gonna lie, there's not a lot I watch because the dudes I end up liking, they don't look that good. Like Jared Anderson, when I first started watching boxing, I like Jared Anderson a lot. Then I realized his defense is a little shady, so I don't know.
Yo, Bo Max said, yo, he never boxed before. yo, he talking about Tone. Tone got Bo Max tight right now. He said he never boxed before. Hell no, Tone ain't boxed. We got Austin who says, who is the Border Wars fighter or TBV member you would call out?
Any heavyweight.
It got to be Sean now, man. He the only one took shots at you.
Hey, any heavyweight, we can rumble. It don't matter.
For sure. And I got DJ Curry that says, who's your top 3 callers in the community?
CYP pretty funny. Tip pretty funny. I mean, I don't watch a lot, but when I do watch, CYP is talking trash, so he pretty funny.
I got Alex Vega. He says, so you mentioned you have been listening to the show for about a year. Are there any callers that you favor? Also, any Border Wars fighters you like to watch?
Calls that I favor. The London dude pretty funny. I forgot what his name
Thaboxingvoice?
is. Yeah, he pretty funny. And what was the second question? The fighters?
Yeah, any Border Wars fighters you like to watch?
I wouldn't say like to watch, but I'm looking forward to that. Was it Tip and that what other dude?
Yeah, Tip and Lobo.
Yeah, that should be a good match.
Word. So, man, those are all the questions, man. I mean, the more the people get to know you, the longer these will be. But we do appreciate you. Let everybody know where they can find you on social media. So if they want to follow your career and get a little, closer to you, let me know.
Yeah, I'm WP.Maestro on everything. That's pretty much it. Like I said again, there's hopefully my opponent, he can, like, I'm trying to book tickets and get my flights and all
Damn, you
that.
ain't booked yet? Lord, you about to,
that shit
gonna
watching.
get too expensive for you.
I'm watching. I was about to make a call the next week, but like if the dude not about to show up, I'm not about to buy a ticket and come out.
Yeah. Let me see.
So I mean, I hit him on the Conquer app, so we'll see.
All right, man. Let me double check though if it says that he approved it on the back end. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it said approved.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, man. I mean, remember the amateurs, they ain't gotta submit footage. That's the beauty of us, that we try to get everybody footage and get y'all to do face-offs and virtual interviews. But in the amateurs, bro, that's the element of surprise that they got. You just show up and find out who you fighting. If you don't know nothing about them, you just don't know nothing about them.
You know if his team watched the show or anything?
Nothing, bro. We haven't heard nothing from him. Like I said, he signed up and accepted. That was it.
All right, well, we'll see, man.
Yeah, it says he approved it. Marco Valdez. He only got one bout, 250. Tenacious Boxing Club. Did you check if they got an IG?
Yeah, they got an IG. I'm about to message them.
Yeah, let me see. Send it to me, and I'll send him a message too.
I bet. No problem.
All right, let me see here. I think I seen... Oh, no. I thought Alex was on the line. Well, all right, champ. That is all the questions. Let me refresh in case we got some last-minute entries. Yeah, that's all. All right, champ. Well, thanks for, joining us, and give out that social media again, and definitely send me there so I can DM them.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so y'all can find me on WP.Maestro on everything. Yeah, hopefully I can get the fight and show some skills.
Coach Rivera's asking how many fights you got. You said 3, right?
Yeah, I got 3. I got 3 fights.
All right. Well, thanks again.
I appreciate it.
All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Maestro will be live August 2nd. Border Wars is going down. He is in the heavyweight division, and he's going to be taking on Marcos Valdez from the Tenacious Boxing Club. So don't forget to tune in live right here, 4 p.m. Central Time on YouTube, or join us live in Wisconsin, Watertown, Wisconsin. If you're a Border Wars fighter, get with me so that we can schedule your Unguarded and get that out there for the people. Once again, thank you. And we'll be back at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Probably a little bit later since this is a live fight chat day. But we are going to have William Cepeda on at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 Eastern. So if you're a member or a Patreon, go ahead and ask William Zepeda a question. We'll have him on the show today. Peace.